This is a presentation about the efforts we have created in order to reach a digital twin for oil spill incidents in the Thracian Sea. The Thracian Sea is a complex geophysical flow field, directly affected by the buoyancy outflow of the low salinity, nutrient-rich Black Sea water, discharged through the Dardanelles Strait. The exit of Black Sea water from the Dardanelles produces a semi-permanent anticyclone of variable strength and dimensions, developed in the Thracian Sea, around Samothraki and possibly Imbros Islands. A series of sensors have been deployed and are operated in the Thracian Sea by the Democritus University of Thrace. These are ADCP buoys, surface moorings and wave meters. Glider surveys are carried out seasonally, measuring the hydrodynamic and water quality properties up to 1,000 meters along the North Aegean Trough. 4 oceanographic stations deployed in Kariani, Paleo, Paragioli and Avdira, collecting and transferring real-time oceanographic data on significant wave height, wave period and wave direction, currents throughout the water column, water quality like temperature, salinity, dissolved oxygen, etc. A mobile app has been developed to illustrate in real time the data from the oceanographic and meteorological stations. The OceanCast app is available through the App Store in Android and iOS environments. A series of algorithms were tested to assess their capacity to detect the presence of oil spills in Sentinel-1 images. Text mining algorithms were tested to detect and analyze the sentiment in Twitter posts related to environmental disasters. Oil spill models were executed forced by high-resolution hydrodynamic and wave models. The meteorological forecasts of winds from public platforms were imposed. Hydrodynamic and wave ensembles were produced to assess the uncertainty in model runs. Validation metrics were developed to examine the model predictive performance against satellite images. This is the pipeline for the oil spill digital twin of Thracian Sea. This is the interface of the OceanCast app. It's a bilingual app in Greek and English. This is an interactive app where the user can move on the map and click on any of the stations and see the measured data. For example, if you select this particular station, the user can see all the hydrodynamic parameters and in real time, but also the historical data. The user can zoom in certain time periods by selecting the time range on the chart, or get the statistics of this particular time period. In addition, user can scroll the bar at the bottom and zoom in at several time periods. The corresponded data or the diagrams can be downloaded in different formats, like CSV or Excel files or even on a rendered image. As it is an interactive map, user can zoom out and have a look at the broader field. At the right-hand side of this interface, there are a series of tools in the form of buttons, where the user can select a different variable to visualize on the map. The user can also use a different base map from the bottom right corner of the map. For example, if the user selects this particular tool, the currents as they come from the downscaled models based on Copernicus will be added on the map. Users can also change the time of the currents by selecting a new time, using the tool at the bottom left. By selecting the next option, the waves will be added. The waves appear like wave crests that are approaching the coastal area. By selecting the winds button, the user can have an understanding of the wind field as it comes from the public platforms. The next tool adds on the map the seagrass and the areas of ecological sensitivity, as they come from the AmadNet platform. An oil spill event can also be simulated by the app. For example, let's suppose that this is an oil spill. The app will give the user the opportunity to add a point or a polygon, and to run the oil spill model in real time. So, the user will be able to see where the oil particles are moving in time and the trajectory of the oil spill. This will give the opportunity to the user to assess what sort of measures can be taken to respond to this event. The information about the project and this work can be found on the top left of the app.